Hey guys, Jonathan here with Florida Turf Pros. Rained out again today, but I had a buddy at the gas station that I met earlier in the week, and he says, "Hey man," he's like, "I'm having some problems with my current job, and I was wondering if you had any room for another employee. I'd like to come help you cut grass." And I'm going to help this person out, any way I can. But no, I didn't have any extra room for employees. We're fully stocked. We have all the employees that we need right now. I said, "Well, man, I'm sorry to hear that. What are you thinking about doing?" He says, "Well, I'll just go out and start a lawn business." And I wanted to make a video and address this really quick because I'm hearing this and seeing this more and more, and I know that you have probably ran into this too, where it might be your friends or family or acquaintances or the public in general. You feel like you're viewed as anybody can do what you do. And now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I have ran into this. It happens, fairly routinely, where people think that they can just do this work because they're willing to work hard, they're willing to do physical labor, that they can go and succeed with a lawn business. And what I want to address in this video is this: if you are doing this for a living, I'm not talking about on the side, I'm talking about you're doing this for a living and you have staying power in this, like you've been around a few years. I am 100% convinced that you are in a minority, and that probably only 5 to 10% of the population can even do what you do. It's not rocket science to cut grass, but here's the difference. The lawn care industry, it's extremely easy to get into, but it is not extremely easy to have staying power and make it work for a long time. And if you are able to do that, if you have a lawn business and it is supporting your family and it's what you're doing, you're in a minority. And I truly believe that 80 to 90% of the population cannot do what you do physically. Because it's more than just push mowing a yard and cutting grass. Let me clear the air with my business really quick. It's very easy to get onto YouTube and see some early success of some businesses and think, they've just made it look easy, and I'm just going to do it. And while it's a good thing to get excited, when you see some success that somebody else has had, let me just tell you some of the things that I have going for me. Okay, number one, my wife worked full time, and she had an absolutely fantastic paying job. She probably could have supported us on her own just with the job and that let me pour myself into this full time and go after it, okay? That was number one, okay? Now, I'm not making excuses for anybody. I'm just telling you the advantage that I have, okay? So if you see some success that other people have, and they make it look easy, I want to just kind of tell you, like, it's not as easy as what you may think. That was number one. Number two, I live in a growth market right now. Our area is expanding, and in general, people can't afford lawn service, and especially the neighborhoods that we target. Generally, fairly wealthy people, and they are lawn care buyers. All right, growth market, and people can afford lawn service. All right, in my area. All right. Number three, I have a background in finance. That's what my education is. I understand financial statements, and I understand that side of the business. I've been exposed in jobs to reading those types of things and knowing how to apply them towards a business to give me another advantage. Number four, I am competitive. By nature, I am a competitive person. If you had, tell me to list, 3 qualities of myself, and probably the first one that I'm going to give you is competitive. Like I want to do well at whatever I do. People may say that, but unless you truly have a drive and you're truly competitive, no, you're not competitive. You don't have that drive. There's something, all these pieces have to come together to have success early. And where I'm going with this is if you have ran into people who say, or think that anybody can do this, they can't. And I've seen it happen over and over again. This video, it's not meant to discourage anybody from starting a lawn business. It's not. What this video is meant to do is, it's meant to, if you are an owner, you're an operator, and you're doing this full time, it's to make you think that, hey, I need to take pride in what I'm doing, because look, though this industry is easy to get into, like, I've done something right. I have some things going for me that the majority of the population does not, you know? Whether that's the ability to work a physically, labor-intensive job, 100-degree weather, 100% humidity. Not everybody can do that. They can do that for their own house. They can't do it for 30 yards for, 30 weeks out of the year. They just can't do it physically. 80, 90% of the people in the population can't do that. They don't want to do it. Being able to, apply marketing and growing a business and understanding some accounting stuff and some tax stuff, like all that stuff, just because you can pick up a weed eater and push mow a lawn, that does not guarantee that you are going to succeed in the lawn care industry. So, whenever you run into people who say, or they give you the impression that they think that it's easy to do, you need to take solace in this fact, okay? I am convinced that you are doing something that the majority of the population cannot do, and you really should take a lot of pride in that, okay? Just because people might make it look easy doesn't mean that it is easy. And if you are doing this and taking steps to succeed, you are on the path right now to do things and do something that the majority of the population cannot do. I really believe you should take a lot of pride in that. Good luck.